Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So this time I'm back with an installation video and a quick review of the new Spigen NeoFlex screen protector for the Galaxy Note 9. So if you're already pre-ordered a Galaxy Note 9, if yours came in today, if you pre-ordered it and you got it early, or if you're just planning getting one on Friday when you go down to the store and they're available, you're going to need a screen protector to put on there. And this one right here, I wanted to give a whirl. I've used a lot of Spigen products before. I love their cases. They probably have the best clear cases on the market. They're great. They're very inexpensive, and they've been making some good screen protectors lately. And I had a friend of mine recommend one, so I thought, you know what, I'll go ahead and give this a whirl. Now, this is a wet application style screen protector. It's a typical film. It's not the little plastic, sticky one you put on that are terrible garbage. And it's not the glass one, because glass ones are apparently really hard to make for the Note series phones. I remember when the Note 8 came out, it was like near impossible to get a glass screen protector. So, I mean, they changed it up. You're not going to be able to use the stuff from the Note 8 on here because, of course, it has a 6.4-inch screen. Things are different, so you got to get a screen protector. And you got a $1,000 phone, you want to make sure it's protected. So, a little bit about this one on the front: clear and flexible, precise fit, guard screen. Well, I guess those are good qualities. So on the box, it says non-yellowing thermoplastic polyurethane film, which is TPU, so what that means. Clarity that does not affect screen quality, leaves no residue when removed, precisely cut to suit your screen, and easy installation with helpful guides. And then you can go watch this tutorial video right here. So as you can see, I haven't even set my phone up yet. I went ahead and I did the unboxing video. I turned it on, I turned it off now because one, I wanted to get the screen protector put on it, but two, when you use these wet application style screen protectors, look, I know it's IP68, water resistant, all that good stuff, but turn it off anyway. Plus it's distracting when you end up turning this phone screen on when you're trying to install this. So, and just in case you're wondering, these are like the hardest videos in the world to do because one, I get one opportunity at this, not to screw it up. And here's a little insert in here again. It's got the QR code if you want to scan it. And then of course you can go to install.spigen.com. But yeah, these are really hard videos to do. Alright, so that's everything that's in the box. So nice thing here, we've got two. Hopefully I don't mess it up, but if I do, then I've got an extra screen protector. We got our microfiber cloth with the dust removal sticker. These dust removal stickers, I'm going to wager, probably aren't very good. That's why I have my handy dandy USPS packaging tape. This stuff will get lint. It'll take everything but your screen off of your screen. So we'll use that. Plus it covers more surface area. I mean, do you really want to try and get all the dust off of your screen with these tiny little stickers? So, and then we've got our squeegee, which is great because I really like Skinomic, but they don't put little squeegees with them. So we're going to open this up. So just like they say, I guess in construction and carpentry or whatever it is, measure twice, cut once. Well, we're going to do the preparation work up front to make sure that this isn't messed up. I'll go ahead and open this up. Why they felt the need to shrink wrap this, I don't know. And also, yes, I would recommend putting a towel underneath as well. One, because you're keeping your phone off of the surface, but two, you're not going to get stuff sprayed on your table or whatever you're going to install on. So go ahead and prime this, get it ready. So there we go, it's primed now. A couple little presses, and then we're going to go ahead and take this protective layer off. And I'm going to go ahead and use the tape to get stuff off. You're like, well, why? Because you just took this off. Well, this doesn't cover all of the screen. The edges on the curved part of the screen were not covered. So since I've been handling it, guaranteed there's something on there that I don't want underneath my screen protector. And two, this is just a best practice thing. So we'll go ahead and get some tape. This is probably enough. Reach around my tripod here. Sorry if I'm ruining the movie magic, but I want to make sure that y'all get a good quality video so you can see what's going on. And this, with all the screen protectors I install, because I go through phones like candy, is what I have found to be the best method to go ahead and do this. This stuff is super sticky. You could buy one roll of it and it would last you a lifetime. It'd last a normal person probably 50 years, but me, I mean, I go through about a roll a year just because I use it for shipping stuff as well. All right, so we should be good. Should. Oh, it looks like a piece right there. Let's do a little spot check real quick to make sure I don't have anything. All right, we'll discard the tape. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare the screen protector to go on. So you want to go ahead and get it oriented. I don't know if you can see on the screen here, but there we go. It's got the cutouts. Obviously, this is the top. The solid side is the bottom. So what we want to do, we're not going to spray the solution directly onto the phone. We're going to spray it onto our fingers. One, make sure your fingers are washed before you do this. You want to get any oil and residue off because that can transfer over to the screen underneath it. And then you might have some discoloration or some other stuff going on. So go ahead and spray your fingertips on both hands because you're going to be handling it with both hands. So as soon as we do that, we're going to go ahead and spray the front side of the screen. That should be good, because what this does is it allows you to get everything on there ready to go, and you can move it around on the phone freely till you get it into place. So we'll spray some on here. Our fingers are all nice and wet. I'll just slide this into place. They're nice and forgiving like that. If I can get it. Probably to help if I spray a little bit more solution. Yeah, it's being a pain in the rear. All right, there we go. Now it's sliding around. All right, so once we get this in place, see here, it looks like that's probably about as good as it's going to get. So once you get it where you want it to be, you want to go ahead and place your finger down and start getting these bubbles out. You want to press down so you don't slide the screen protector anymore. You want it to stay in place. And the other reason you have the towel here is we're going to go ahead and dab the water off the surface. So once we do that, get the water off the surface. Now the biggest consideration you're going to have with this is going to be the edges, because the edges are going to be the hardest thing to get to stick. With the curved screen protector, what I've found that works best, after I do all this and get the phone ready, I go use my blow dryer. Use it on medium, high setting, and what you'll do is you'll keep drying it, and whenever you're drying it, what you want to do is when you get to the edges, you want to press down, hold for about 5-10 seconds, and then see how it seals there. Then you'll go ahead and hit that with the blow dryer. As you hit it with the blow dryer, it'll dry and it'll start to come up a little bit. Then you hold it back down for about another 5 or 10 seconds, and then go with the blow dryer again. And you're going to do that all the way down. And that is the biggest help that I've found with trying to get these screen protectors on properly. Because the top part goes on great, but this whole curved glass screen makes life a little bit more difficult. So you're still going to continue to hold on to the screen protector while you do this. If you're paying attention as I'm doing this, you can see that some water comes out the sides. And that's because of the water that's trapped underneath. So, like I said, the phone is waterproof, but I don't want any water on any phone whenever it's turned on. So I've never really cared all that much for the IP water resistance because I think it gives people a false sense of security. But, I mean, it's been around for a while, so, I mean, it's not that you can't trust it, but I'm not going to subject my phone, especially a $1,000 phone, to any water unnecessarily. Alright, so, now you can see it doesn't look exactly perfect. It takes time, about 24 to 48 hours. Really, it takes about 48 hours for any little bubbles that you get underneath here to disappear, and for this screen protector to seal and dry into place. I mean, once you go hit it with the blow dryer, you can go ahead and use it. Just don't put a case on it yet because you don't worry about messing up the edges. But you can see while it's still wet, you can push these sides down. So you push the sides down, you hold, you hit them with the dryer, and it'll be good to go. Now, whenever you use the dryer on here, the blow dryer, it's going to make it start to tighten up. You're going to see some like little bubbles, and you'll see little creases and stuff like that. Don't worry, they go away. And if you looked at my BlackBerry Key 2 installation video, I mean, bam, there were plenty of bubbles in it. That one I got right there because I got some stuff. But the bubbles, they go away. So don't be disheartened or rip your screen protector off when you go hit it with the blow dryer and you're like, oh my god, the little bubbles are coming up. So make sure you just get this, you get all the water out from underneath it, you get as many of these dots and spots and bubbles as you can. Hit it with the blow dryer, make sure the edges are nice and sealed, and then within a day or two, it'll be right as rain and good to go. Anyway, I know this is kind of a long video, but you get to listen to me talk. Whether that's a bonus or not, I don't know. Probably annoying. But either way, it's installed. I wanted to show you how to get this sucker on here, and I want to make sure that you know one of the options that's available to have a screen protector on your phone at day one. That is sure to make sure that you have a good positive experience, because of course you don't lose any of the touch sensitivity versus the tempered glass screen protectors. It's nice, it's thin, and it works great. So that's all I've got. Again, this is the Spigen NeoFlex for the Note 9, and hopefully this has been helpful, and I'll see you all next time.